Last meeting, Hudur, we were discussing the figure 19.
That's right.
And we understood from what Hudur said that it refers to the 19th century or the 19th centuries which
19th
passed.
century,
yes.
right.
Then Hudur promised to give another.
Right. You see, first of all, I'm so glad to inform you that when I sent to Rabwa for Hadhrat Masih's commentary on this morning it arrived by fax, and he said exactly what I said about the 19th century.
Alhamdulillah.
And Khalifatul has also recorded this, right? Yes. That pleased me like anything, fascinating. So it has given now the stamp of a divine reformer, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah.
Imam Mahdi's stamp has been on,
yeah,
made over it. Now, the other thing I said that I believe that 19 sources of obedience or the contrary, the opposite, disobedience to God are mentioned, and 19 angels would be the witnesses to each of those sources in man, and they would accuse him, or not accuse, but they would in their respective angelic jobs or duties, for each of these there is an angel, and if you misuse those gifts of Allah, then that angel will be appointed to punish you, and there will be 19 angels of that. Now I counted that without any prejudice, and that numbered exactly 19. Now I tell you how I counted. How many eyes do you have?
2.
How many nostrils?
2.
2. How many lips?
2.
Shafatain, God mentions it separately.
Yes.
2 lips, not 1. And mouth?
1.
And tongue?
Another 1.
Right?
Yes.
Ears?
2.
2. Brain?
1.
Mind, that's 1. And all parts are not involved, but I'm only counting those parts who are involved in expressions, in committing of crime, in participating in all your, entity as a human being which can either obey God or disobey. How many arms or hands? 2.
2.
Legs?
2.
2. All right. Mouth should not have been counted there, because we are counting only lips, tongue. Tongue you have counted. That will fall under a different category. That is makharij. So there is one makhraj here, and one makhad, and the other for urination, etc. So 3 are the makharij, right? And heart,
1.
mind we have counted, and skin all over, because skin will bear witness. It feels and enjoys, or rightfully or wrongfully, and it will bear witness against man. How many are there?
19. Yes.
The 19?
Yes.
Without any artificial effort, I just said, genuinely, I said I won't try to attribute things to the Holy Quran. Holy Quran doesn't need my...
No, they are 19.
That's right, that's it.
They are 19.
Yes. The 19 sources of crime, and also sources of winning Allah's pleasure. But because it is hell, so it is only mentioned that the 19 sources of crime are provided to man. And those who have committed crime, they would be in that hell. And 19 angels who would be appointed to guard each of these faculties given by God would bear witness there, and they will be appointed to torture them accordingly.
Just for punishment, not for good things?
For good things, there's so many, So in heaven, the same number is not mentioned, it's more than that sometimes.
Yes, yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Moreover, I tell you one thing, why they're not mentioned. Because I doubt if, except for the prophets, there is any human being whose eyes are totally clean, whose hearts and minds and all the faculties are totally clean. So this is a sign of crime. They are not mentioned in respect to heaven, because then very few people will be admitted to heaven. So it's Allah's mercy that He ignored them. Just, doesn't matter, small things I forgive. But they will not earn. No, I will earn Allah's pleasure, because it has never misused itself, except those of the prophets. Khayanatul Ayan, what do you?
Yes, Khayanatul Ayan.
Khayanatul Ayan. You see, once Hadhrat Rasul Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in company, and it was being decided who will be punished and who will be forgiven. So out of a few names which were decided at Fatah Makkah that they will be punished, there was one name which was, a person who had displeased Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam so much by his cruelty and constant crimes against Muslims that he decided never to forgive him. So at that time, Hazrat Usman stood up and repeatedly asked for forgiveness for him. And at last Rasulullah forgave him. Then somebody stood up and said that, Ya Rasulullah, from your behavior, your reluctance, I gather that you did not want to forgive him. But out of your extreme kindness and refinement, you could not refuse Usman. Is that right? Rasulullah said, yes, it is right. And he said, then why didn't you, with a blink of the eye or some sign from the eye, had mentioned, let us know from that, and then I could have murdered him. Then Rasulullah quoted this, that a prophet's eye never mistrusts the God's trust on him, and never uses any underhand signs. There is no khayana for the eye of a prophet. So that is what I am referring to. Only very special people like prophets of Allah, and particularly Hazrat Muhammad Rasulullah, would earn heaven, we can well safely say, through all the means of communication God has provided humankind. But who else can claim? So if such a condition was laid for heaven, God, you see, none would be able to enter heaven.